Hi everyone. Welcome to the Teenspace podcast. I'm your host Gary, and along with today's special guests Brian and Manny, and today we're gonna talk about Yu-Gi-Oh and our favorite cards.
Thank you for having us, Gary. I'd like to start off with one of my most favorite cards is called Grapha, Dragon Lord of the Dark World.
Wow.
It comes from a very specific Fiend type of Fiend deck. And I love the card a lot because when I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively with my friends, this deck came out, and I have lots of fond memories of this card. All in all, most of the time, whenever I'm playing with my friends, they hated this card because this card could just go to the graveyard and just come right back up, and then they just get so mad at it, and I can just completely end the game just like that. And
Wow.
it's fun, and you could have 3 copies, and it's personally for me, I know it's not powerful anymore. Like, it's lost its flavor. It actually topped one time in a YCS, which is very, very cool. And they got popular for a good while, but then people just saw that the dude got lucky. And it made me really sad because I thought that, like, hey, my favorite deck is now going to be essentially just a great deck.
Wow.
What about you, Brian?
Well, my favorite card is clearly Cosmo Dark Destroyer, just because he's so easy to get out. And as soon as he's summoned, he's not targetable by any monsters, and he pops 1 monster in the field. And in addition to that, he could also, when he's sent to the graveyard, he could banish himself to summon another ship and that ship goes into another one. Basically, never stop summoning, and he's just awesome. I feel like close to it since Cosmos were my favorite deck, and it is still my favorite deck for a long time. I just like it, and I also like the design of it. It's just a great card,
Interesting.
in my opinion.
Here's one of my favorites: the Ascension Sky Dragon, a synchro monster. And
Why do you like it? Like, what's so great? Like, what's
it
amazing
gains
about it?
it gains 800 attack points for every card I have in my hand. Also, when it's into the graveyard, I can resummon the monsters. I used to synchro summon it.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
So it's like a Slice for the Sky Dragon.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I like that.
I also like the design on it.
Yeah, it's really cool artwork. Speaking of artwork, one of my other favorite cards is Concerto Pleiades. Now, Pleiades is a really cool card because it's an Exceed monster. It came out when Zexal came out. That's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Show, I think, like the 3rd one in the line. And a lot at the time when Exceeds came out, I hated Exceeds so much. I didn't like them at all. I thought they were really, really bad. Like, why would we even like spend 2 monsters? Like, I was already used to having synchro monsters in my deck, but to have Constellar Pleiades was actually quite amazing. Not only does this card, like, you could summon it, and it's already a 25 attack beater, it's actually a lot of attack damage. It also has a stupid effect that a lot of people found annoying, where I can just send a card back into their hands. You summon that big, strong monster, nope, goes back. A lot of people didn't like that for me. You can ask him. He didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've experienced that. It really hurt. I hated that card for a very... It was on my it was on my hated list after Cowboy. I'm still after Cowboy trying to get that card banned. But after that, my second favorite card is clearly Graceful Charity. Even though it's banned, I hate that it's banned. It's just a great card. It basically essentially gives you a free card while sending 2 cards to the graveyard, allowing you to chain with multiple cards. And the artwork is just awesome. It's like my lucky card. It's just awesome.
I mean, like, that card is... It's banned for a good reason because, like, now in
Yeah.
today's decks, like, for example, his Cosmo Dark Destroyer, like, he could just get sent to the graveyard, and when he gets sent to the graveyard, it can literally just summon another thing back. So this is just
It's just giving me free monsters on the
free
field.
monsters.
Yeah, well, adding 1 card to my hand. Yeah, so this card would change super good. I always keep it in my deck just for luck. And yeah.
What about you, Gary?
Yeah.
What's your other favorite card?
My second favorite card is number 39, Utopia.
Ooh, I like
It also
Utopia.
makes you monster, and it's also the number card on the Zexal TV show.
Isn't that like the main character?
Yeah, it's the
the
main
main Xyz.
I also have 2 with other forms.
What's your other forms?
Chaos number 39, Utopia Ray.
That card, I hate that card.
I hate.
There's also another one where like you slap it on top of the other
Yeah,
one.
then you just keep on doing that.
I
with the
just-
re- yeah, and then, like you have like 8 materials on your back.
And it's just so
Crazy.
dumb. I think.
Yeah, it really is.
I also have one from the Arc 5 series, Dark Rebellion XC's Dragon.
That's weird. I always thought that was from like Zexal for some reason.
Oh, I did know, yeah, but it's from the Arc 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Arc 5. I don't really have any of the Arc 5. Like, I mainly have cards that are from, actually, GX era. Dark Worlds, they were the main villains, I think, in the final third part of the last season. Dark Worlds are pretty great. Even Jaden, he turned evil for a little bit, and he went against Dark Worlds. It's actually quite interesting. Beige is my second favorite Dark World card, even though he's literally weak. He's 1600 attack and 4 stars. But I see he's actually quite amazing because I can just simply just summon him and then use Grapha's effect to send him back to the hand, and Grapha just gets to be back on the field. And I can have a free card in my hand, and I can just dump him to the graveyard whenever I want, and he just gets special summoned. It's just, I love Dark Worlds. It's just fun.
Yeah, Dark Worlds are pretty fun, but Cosmo Dark Lady, she's my jam, allowing me to deny a monster's effect during either player's turn, just paying the cost of 1,000. She's just amazing. I love her artwork. She's like the Lady Dark Vader of Star Wars, and I've never liked Star Wars, but until now, she's my favorite card. My favorite design of the deck. Just so awesome, able to deny, and she could chain into Dark Destroyer to basically anything, as long as if I could banish her to summon, so they would have to target Dark Destroyer instead, which is really annoying because he's hard to get over. That's why he was limited to 1 at one point.
He can't be targeted, right?
Yeah, he can't be targeted,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
that card wouldn't work on him. But it works on other cards, which is really annoying. Yeah, but that's Dark Lady. Jam. Amazing card. What about you, Gary?
This is my Curse of Dragonfire.
Oh.
This card is also my favorite because it has a very especially unique ability. It allows me to destroy one field spell from my it allows me to destroy one field spell on the field, and also let me summon one fusion monster from my deck once per turn using any monsters on my side of the field.
Wait, so it's like a free polymerization?
Yep.
Yeah, that seems like it is.
Mhm.
That's dumb. How do you summon? Is it like, can you special summon it, or can it not? Can it only be normal summoned?
If this card normal summon or special summon,
So
yeah.
it can be special.
Oh, so it activates when you summon it.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it doesn't really matter.
so it's just once it's summoned, you can do that effect. That's really cool.
Really, plus the holographic on it, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
It reminds me from the first Yu-Gi-Oh, like when he does Curse of Dragons effect.
Oh, yeah.
It just blazes up the
Whoa.
entire field.
Yeah. And I also have one. And I also have another monster from the original series, Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Red Eyes.
Its power is rivaling the legendary Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Only like 600 attack points though.
Yeah.
So what's your other favorite cards?
Yeah, Manny. Oh, you have no more?
I mean, I could talk about these for sure. I mean, they're mostly gain about this. Like this is one of my most favorite spell cards ever in the world. It's just called Dark World Dealings. It's literally you draw a card from your deck and you discard a card from your deck. Now, a lot of people don't like the idea of, oh, you have to discard a card from your hand. Well, these guys right here, these Dark Worlders, they work based on if you discard them from your hand to the graveyard, they do effects. One allows you to special summon them to the field, pop magic cards, pop trap cards, pop monsters. They're just overall really, really stupid effects. But like if you force your opponent to make you essentially discard a card, they have other effects. Like Grapha, not only does he pop a card on the field, he actually forces I get to pick a card from your hand, and if it's a monster, I special summon it. It's really dumb stuff like that.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah. At the same time, what I like to do, I like to play stupid games, and I win stupid prizes, to be honest, because there's this card called Mind Crush, where you declare a card from your opponent's hand, and if you get it wrong, you're forced to discard a card from your hand. Now, this to me is completely plus, because I like it when they discard cards from my hands. And then at the same time, if I have 2, I purposely get one right, and then I just kind of get one wrong, and then I get it wrong on purpose, and just so I can get off my cards. That's fine. Don't worry. Yeah.
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 It's so true. I've seen it happen before. Pretty annoying, to be honest, that you're able to send things to the graveyard while chaining.
Wow.
But Dark Farm Girl is where it's at. Because at first she doesn't seem much, but she's the one that chains into my combos. So at the beginning of the game, if she deals damage, I know I'm 85% sure I'm going to win. Knowing that if I have a Dark Destroyer on my field, she lets me search for another one. And he can't be targeted by opponent's card effects, not my own effects. So I just get another one, pop that one, chain into another ship, allowing me to do basically the exact same thing and attacking for a stupid amount of damage. or an almost game if I have the right cards. Plus, she could be banished just to like protect myself or summon a huge ship like this.
Oh my god, I remember stuff like that happening whenever I would deal with
when-
you.
It was like so annoying trying to get over this small little card, but you can't because you're gonna have to deal with this card. It's like, what?
What about you, Gary?
Next is Dark Paladin, a fusion monster. It gains 500 attack points for every dragon on both opponent fields and graveyards.
Isn't there also a card that's like, I think it's called DNA or something, that forces every single card to be a dragon type or whatever type you choose?
I think
Yeah.
it was something with DNA in its name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DNA
This
surgery?
is Turbo.
No,
yeah.
it was something else.
This is Turbo Booster
Mhm.
from the 5D series. If you summon a monster, you can summon it to the field also. And you also contribute this card to destroy one monster on your opponent's field.
Cool.
This
Destroying
is-
monsters. I was like
Mhm.
that.
This is a Pendulum monster from the Arc 5 series.
What does it do? Like both effects. It's got pendulum effect and then it's got a regular effect.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, some Pendulum monsters don't have Pendulum effect, but they do have regular effects.
Okay.
Yep.
What does that one do though?
It's not affected by other monster effects except for Pendulum monsters.
Oh, cool. So
And they each have a skill. They each have a skill number.
Mm-hmm.
nice.
And this is from the Brain series, a Link monster.
Oh,
On Tricate Wizard. Yeah, you still have that card. It's pretty annoying, especially when it's chained to 3 monsters. Just being able to like banish out of nowhere.
Oh my god, I really hate. I don't know. Like I'm still not used to the whole
Link
links,
format. Yeah,
link format.
That's why I'm running Cosmos because you don't need links. You don't need any Xyz in this deck. Yeah, I'm just playing old style right now.
If anything, like I'll probably just still run Dark World so I don't have to deal with like any link monsters happening.
Yeah, link monsters are just like not my thing right now. Maybe like in the future.
What do you like to run, Gary?
I don't know. I like all kinds of cards.
Well, I mean, exactly. What kind of cards though? Like, what else do you run? Like, I see that you have like a wide variety of decks, but is there like something that you like to run in particular?
Not really.
Do you just like to grab like whatever you think is really cool?
Yep.
And that pays off sometimes, like what happened at the tournament with that spell doing 500 damage and I'm losing the game because Manny had to say, okay, whoever does damage first wins. And that absolutely killed my dreams after I saw it.
Usually it's whoever has the highest life points because you guys had the same life points. Whoever does damage first.
I was running heroes at that time, so I didn't blame myself for like losing. I used to have a really old deck for heroes just because it was like a nostalgic feeling of seeing the GX series a lot. But yeah, that's about it for me. These are my 4 favorite
Sorry to
cards.
cut the conversation short, but we're almost out of time here.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it's fun.
thank you for having us. Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yep.
First podcast ever.
Yep. This has been Gary Vasquez from the Teenspace podcast. Wishing you a good night. We'd like to say something else.
No, just thank you for having us on here.
Have fun playing Yu-Gi-Oh, guys.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks.